Are you shocked by how expensive used trucks have become? You're not alone. Since 2020, used truck prices have soared nearly 50%, leaving many buyers wondering what's behind this staggering increase. The truth is, it's a perfect storm of factors, from the global chip shortage that halted new vehicle production to a surge in demand for second-hand trucks. Add in pandemic-driven COVID flips, where savvy buyers bought cheap trucks only to sell them for huge profits, and the picture gets even more complex. Dealerships have also jumped on the trend, applying steep markups due to limited inventory. So, what does this all mean for you? When might prices finally drop, and how can you still find a good deal? In this video, we'll break down the shocking math behind used truck prices and share expert predictions for 2025. Let's dive in. Used truck price explosion. Used truck prices have skyrocketed, up nearly 48% since 2020, and buyers are feeling the shock. Just a few years ago, a reliable used pickup might cost around $18,000. Today, that same truck is going for $40,000 or more. This isn't just inflation, it's the result of a perfect storm of economic factors. During the pandemic, production of new vehicles slowed drastically due to global supply chain disruptions, especially the chip shortage. With fewer new trucks rolling off the assembly line, demand for used ones exploded. Dealers couldn't keep inventory in stock, so prices surged. At the same time, everyday Americans started flipping trucks for profit, buying low during COVID uncertainty and selling high as prices soared. Suddenly, trucks became investment assets, not just work vehicles. Today, even older models with high mileage are listed for premium prices. And with inflation squeezing household budgets, the idea of affording a decent used truck is becoming out of reach for the average buyer. The chip shortage fallout. The global chip shortage wasn't just a tech problem, it crippled the auto industry, especially trucks. Modern vehicles rely on hundreds of microchips to power everything from safety features to infotainment systems. When chip production slowed during the pandemic, new truck manufacturing came to a halt. With dealerships unable to restock new inventory, buyers turned to used trucks, and demand skyrocketed overnight. But here's the catch: supply couldn't keep up. People held onto their vehicles longer, and fewer trade-ins meant fewer used trucks available. The result? Massive price hikes in the second-hand market. By late 2021 and into 2022, it wasn't unusual to see 2- to 3-year-old trucks selling for more than their original price. And because production delays lingered into 2023 and 2024, the ripple effects continue even now. The chip shortage turned a temporary supply issue into a long-term affordability crisis. And unless production fully recovers, truck prices may stay elevated well into 2025. COVID flips changed the market. When the pandemic hit in 2020, uncertainty caused a brief drop in vehicle prices. Smart buyers saw an opportunity. They scooped up used trucks at bargain prices. But just months later, supply chain issues and chip shortages drove prices through the roof. That's when COVID flips became a thing. These early buyers started flipping their trucks for massive profits. A truck bought in 2020 for $20,000 could be sold in 2021 or 2022 for $30,000 or more. No upgrades, no changes, just perfect timing. As more people caught on, the flipping frenzy accelerated. This buying and reselling trend made used trucks feel like investment assets, not just vehicles. But it also created a dangerous cycle: low inventory, inflated demand, and skyrocketing prices. And now, everyday buyers are stuck trying to afford trucks that were once well within reach. The short-term profits for flippers came at a long-term cost: a distorted, overpriced used truck market that's still recovering, dealer markups, and low inventory. One of the biggest reasons used trucks are unaffordable today: dealership markups fueled by low inventory. When new truck production slowed during the chip shortage, dealerships were left with empty lots. With demand rising and few vehicles to sell, many dealers jacked up prices, sometimes by thousands over MSRP. The situation trickled down to the used market. With limited supply and long wait times for new models, buyers turned to used trucks, giving dealers even more leverage. Even older trucks with high mileage began selling at inflated prices. Some dealerships started adding market adjustment fees or mandatory add-ons, driving costs even higher. And because people were willing to pay due to the shortage, this became the new norm. Today, we're still seeing the impact. Inventory levels haven't fully recovered, and many dealerships continue to price aggressively, especially on popular models like the Ford F-150, Chevy Silverado, or Ram 1500. For many buyers, affording a truck now means overpaying or walking away. Will prices ever drop? 2025 predictions. With used truck prices still uncomfortably high, the big question is, when will things return to normal? Experts predict that 2025 may bring some relief, but it won't happen overnight. Automakers are finally catching up after years of delays. Chip production has stabilized, and new vehicle inventory is gradually increasing. As more new trucks hit the market, pressure on the used market should ease, causing prices to slowly decline. However, don't expect a crash. Trucks remain in high demand for both work and lifestyle use. And with interest rates still elevated, monthly payments may stay steep, even if sticker prices dip slightly. Used truck prices might drop 10 to 15% by late 2025, according to some analysts, especially for older models. But that still puts many trucks out of reach for budget-conscious buyers. Bottom line, relief is coming, but slowly. If you can wait until late 2025 or early 2026, you might avoid overpaying. But in the meantime, smart shopping is more important than ever. Smart buying tips in 2024 to 2025. Truck prices are still high in 2025, but smart buyers can still find value if they play it right. The key? Patience, flexibility, and timing. First, don't rush. With more new trucks entering the market this year, used prices are expected to soften slightly. If you can wait until late 2025, you might see better deals, especially on 3 to 5-year-old models. Next, cast a wide net. Look beyond your local dealerships. Often, rural areas or smaller markets offer better pricing than big cities. Be open to slightly older models or trucks with higher mileage that still have solid maintenance records. And skip the luxury trims. Focus on function over flash. Also, explore alternative buying platforms like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or government surplus auctions, where markups are lower. Finally, get pre-approved for financing to give yourself leverage in negotiations and avoid high dealer rates. With these tips, 2025 doesn't have to be the year of overpriced trucks. It can be the year of smart deals. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on all things automotive and market trends. Thanks again for watching, and good luck on your truck buying journey.